Hello and welcome to this week in Warhammer Fantasy. I suppose this not really this week, but we just received news that some of the stuff from the Warhammer Age of Sigmar range is going to be leaving us, and of course, as we know, a bunch of the Warhammer Fantasy stuff is inside of the Warhammer Age of Sigmar range. So let's have a look at what's going to happen to our stuff. So we start off with the Stormcast Eternals. A bunch of this stuff is, I mean, I've seen it been used for conversions and stuff, but it feels odd that they're sort of removing the entirety of the first round of release for the Stormcast. I mean, these were the things that removed Warhammer Fantasy, and now they're removing it or replacing it. Feels really odd, but that's life and the cycle of Warhammer, I suppose. Fair enough. It's gone. Let's check Scaven. So what I think is going to happen with a lot of the Scaven stuff and a lot of the Orc stuff that we're going to see later is it's going to return for Warhammer Fantasy repackaged. So we've got the Clan Rats, which are the ones from, I think they're the ones from Isle of Blood. I think they're going to come back with square bases, which would be nice. But, if you really want them now, get them. The Skya Acolytes, I think... Oh, I really like that model. I don't know if they're going to be back. Probably not. So make sure to pick those up. Warp Fire Thrower and Rattling Gun. I think we're going to get the same thing for the Warp Grander and the Warp Block. No, the Jezails I think will still be around. This is just pure speculation. You're very welcome to disagree or prove me wrong or anything. This is pure speculation. What I think is going to happen. Please say otherwise. These sculpts are so old that I think they are going to be gone. Gutter Runners I think are going to remain. Rat Swarms. I hope we get new Rat Swarms because I really like the concept, but we do need new ones that are better adapted. The Master Molder I think might be gone and replaced by some form of Rat Ogre kit, because of course the Rat Ogres are going to be gone, and the Rat Ogres are awful kit. I hate the kit. It's so ugly. It's the very worst of G-Dub's modular kits. The Arch Warlock, which is actually a named character that I've forgotten the name of. He's probably going to be back with a square base with his original name. Storm Vermin are probably going to remain because they look alright. I mean, they're very... Well, the kit feels very old, but I think they're going to remain. The Warlock Engineers might be gone. The Plague Priest... Don't get this Plague Priest. Just get the Screaming Bell and get the priest that goes on him. The Plague Censer Bearers I think are going to be repackaged. The Doomflayer I think is going to be repackaged. So I think most of these things are either so old that they should be removed, or will return with square bases. So don't be afraid that when you see that these are being removed, but if you want them now and not a long time from now when they might be back, sure, go ahead. Let's keep scrolling down. The Bone Splitters. I hope these will be back. I mean, all of these are sort of, except for this Savage Orc Wardock, are last... Well, they're 8th edition releases for Warhammer Fantasy Battles, so the sculpts do look alright. I hope they're going to be back. There are options to run them in the what's it called, the army book. So hopefully you'll be able to run them with square bases. I think they'll be back in some form. But if you're really worried, if you really love some of them, get them now, because they might be gone. I don't think they will be gone. But I suppose we haven't seen them being released for Warhammer the Old World. So if they would be re-released, that would be a later add-on. They wouldn't do it now. So yeah. So if you really like Savage Orcs, I think this is your time to start one, or you might miss out. At least for a long while, until they've sort of done a cycle of Warhammer Fantasy releases. Slaves to Darkness, or as we would know them, the Warriors of Chaos. A bunch of these are excellent character models. I mean, if you slap square base on them, they are excellent character models. I think all of these are Warcry. I think every single one of these is a Warcry band. They look really cool. I think it's chosen as some special units, works really well. Get them if you're playing it. If you're not, I mean, it's not really a warm fantasy unit, but yeah, if you like them. Beasts of Chaos. Yeah. So here they have said specifically that they will be back with square bases, unlike the Scaven. I don't actually think they've said it. Yeah, there you go. It's many of which will be replaced with fantastic new ones in due course. There you go. But the Beasts of Chaos are going to be removed, but they're going to be back. So I think the Herdstone and the Endless Spells, if you really like them, get them now. Some of them might be upgraded. I don't think you should buy any of these panicking. Just wait until they're released with square bases. Some of them might be made into new kits. I think the Chariot or the Centaurs or hot take, the Ungors would be nice to have a new kit of. So yeah, the Beast of Chaos or the Beastmen are being removed, but don't be alarmed. They're gonna come back. Don't be alarmist. It's gonna come back for Warhammer the Old World. Some other stuff that's leaving, the Sylvaneth Brunch Wraith. Okay. It's a cool model. I think this is the old Drika Hamadrith model. It's a cool model. If you like it, get it. I think the same goes for all of these, except for the Mistweaver Saith. They're all old Warhammer Fantasy models that came on square bases. Some of them might be back in the future. If you really like them, get them now, because they will probably be gone for quite a while, especially the Eternity Warden, which I think there are better options for nowadays anyway. If you really love any one of these, make sure to get them. If not, I don't think it's the end of the world. People usually get really upset when Warhammer stuff goes out of sale. This is nothing like the end of the end times. So a few stuff getting rebased, a few stuff leaving entirely. We've seen worse. I think this is fine. If you really love any of these kits, get them. They're mostly characters, so well, there you go. That's my 2 cents. If you disagree, or if you think these things won't come back, I think I might be wrong on the Scaven. If you think I'm wrong about any of them, let me know. If you have any other take, let me know. Yeah, so just don't be so alarmist. Yep. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a jolly good evening.